Itasca County DFL. This is an election year. Not only that, but a presidential election year. Usually Itasca County DFL would be having meetings at the office, organizing candidate meet and greets, creating lots of publicity, and going house to house door knocking. But what can we do now during this pandemic? What needs to be done, and how can we accomplish our goals? Let's look at the committees of Itasca County DFL. Just Google itascacountydfl.org. And you'll come up with our website. Here it is. And we look at the tabs, we see committees here, and that's what we need to get organized first as we think about what we can actually do. On the left-hand side, hasn't loaded yet. There it is, our sign up. The first committee is campaign signs. We can actually do something during this time. Right now during the pandemic is asking landowners in key locations for access. So if you drive around town as you're getting out of the house, think to yourself, now where would it impress me to see a campaign sign? If you Google Maps, Itasca County, Minnesota, you can use Itasca County's GIS viewer. Just go to where you want to go, where you think that sign should be, click on it, and the address should pop up with your contacts up here. And then you can get the person's name that owns that property and contact them, or, start creating a list. At least, let's take some steps to identify these locations. So that's something that you can do now if you would volunteer. At the bottom of this this list of this sign up, and it's a Google sheet. It won't scroll for me right now. At the bottom is a list for you to click on and go to the Google sheet and sign up. Maybe I can do that later. These committees are just listed in alphabetical order. There, page 2. Okay, so here, see, you can just click here, and then you'll go right to the Google sheet, and you can add in your name. And we have them divided into, we haven't actually drawn the map yet, so we need a volunteer to do that. It wouldn't be as overwhelming if the county was divided into areas. Maybe you think it would be best to just use the county commissioner areas. But that's another thing you can do, is to volunteer, so it's not overwhelming. And then after we need to install those signs when they come, and maybe even have packets of signs put together so that you have a whole slew of relevant campaign signs in these areas that you've identified. And then, and it can be a team of people that install these signs also. That makes it more enjoyable, and it is easier. And for the big signs, yes, you do need 2 people, and they are braced with rebar that we have stored in our back closet at the office. And then after election season next November, remove those signs. Okay, so the next one I'll talk about is communication. And Jackie Dowell did such an outstanding job in the past with communication, with getting people to submit letters to the editor. So again, we've broken this down so it's not so overwhelming. Here's my name. I do the website and the Facebook. We haven't successfully got someone to write articles about when we have events and getting coverage on Grand Rapids Herald Review. And this is just kind of a lot of nagging, calling people